Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Talk with me, your host, Jada Gyamfi, sponsored by Estelle's Fresh Mex. And today with me, I have Callie Levin.
Hey, guys. Welcome. We're going to do our season 2 finale.
Woo! Yes, we are so excited. And obviously, Callie is a familiar face, not only because we're teammates and best friends.
Yes.
But this is her second time on the show. And I'm so excited to have her here. The last time we talked to Callie, it was the summer when you got here, right? Yeah, so it was like right before everything hit go. Yeah. And now we're at the end of your freshman year and you're not a baby anymore.
I know. I'm flying.
She's flying. Her wings have spread. So talk to us about your freshman year. What was it like? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it was so fun. There was so much travel. I mean, I just made my best friends ever. So fun. And I mean, there's just so many memories when you look back and you're like, that was awesome. Like, I wish I could go back and do that again. So much learning, so much growing. I don't know, just so much coffee. It was great.
So much coffee.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was awesome. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better year.
Yeah.
I think just because of the people that I was with, you know, and who I met, and they just made it fun.
Yeah. I feel like we grew a lot as a team, and like just how relationships kind of came together and like are way different than what I expected it would be. And I always thought, like, going into this year, I was like, oh God, I'm like one of the old ones now. Yeah. Like, you know, I knew obviously we would all be friends, but it's like, oh, I'm not going to make any friends because I'm sorry. There we go. But I was like, you know, everyone's so much younger than me, and I still tell you guys all the time, you make me feel so old, but like just the friendships that we've grown, it's been so fun.
I know, it really has been.
It was such a fun year.
Coming into the year too, I was kind of like, you know, when you're like in a senior in high school, you're like, okay, how am I gonna fit coming in? Like, you're kind of nervous and everything. But then I just kind of came in and I was like, I'm just gonna be myself. And it was just like, I don't know, you just make friends so much faster when you're just yourself, because then they just they love you back, and it's just such an amazing culture here at Iowa, like with these people on our team. Yeah. So I just loved it.
I always tell people, obviously I've known you for a long time too, because we played for the same club for a little bit, and so I knew you a little bit before going in, but never like super well. And I tell people all the time, because they're like, oh, you know, what's Taylor Stremmel like, what's Callie like? And I'm like, Callie is the hardest person ever not to love. Like, you are so easy to love because you are so true to yourself. You have such a good heart, and you're just like so genuine. Like, there's been times when I've told Callie, I'm like, Callie, like, I can't remember what happened on the bench that one time.
What did it happen on the bench that one time?
I think Callie like elbowed me or something, or like slapped me and Kenise both at the same time. And I was like, look at her, and like, you want to be so mad, but it's like, you literally cannot be mad at her, because she's just like the sweetest ball of joy literally ever. And so I'm so glad that you are a part of our team, and I think that you were a great addition, and oh my gosh, she's gonna be really great.
Stop.
You're gonna be great.
Stop. You're making me smile.
Don't smile. Frown. I want you to be sad. No, but yeah, it's been so fun. And like, all of you freshmen. And you guys were a big class.
Yeah, we were. We came in and we were like, you know, like so many people.
So many people. And like, it was like a good mix, because like you and Aaliyah, R.I.P., Aaliyah, and Taylor Stremmel, like big personalities, like fun, outgoing, and then like Tegan and Ava were a little harder to crack, but like once we did, oh my gosh, it's so fun. We have like a really good collection of people.
I know, they're so like mysterious, but they
are.
Crack them, they're like
so funny. That's like what people would never expect. Ava's hilarious, and so is Tegan.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, is Tegan is
so funny.
She's so funny.
And a little sassy booty.
She is a little sassy girl.
For that.
I know. Every time she's like a little sassy, I'm like, yeah, girl.
Yes.
Yep. She gets that from me. I'm like, you go, girl. But it's
so funny.
Yeah. Okay. So, start of your freshman year. Do you feel like you had like a welcome to college basketball moment?
Ooh.
When you were like,
I mean, I feel like it was just had to be running into Carver. Like, because I had been waiting for that moment, like forever. And so then to finally just do it and be in that moment, it was amazing. And I was like, okay, we're here, we're doing this. Like, it's so cool. You can't even
every time
describe it.
Every single time
you run out. Like,
goosebumps.
I'm just so grateful for, like, everyone who shows up. And it's just such a cool environment.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure in our first episode, you said that that's what you were looking forward to the most.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
And, like, I remember my first time running out. I think I probably did shed a few tears, but it's like, even now, like, I'm going into my 4th and final year, but, like, I know, don't make me think about it, because it's way too real. But even, like, last year on those games, like, I mean, it doesn't matter who we play, but, like, especially, like, the USC, UCLA, like, running out the Iowa State game, like, when it is packed and loud, like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. It's so cool. Like, and then when you're just, like, in one of those big moments, you know, those big moment games, and then, like, someone hits a 3 or something on our team, it's just, like, wow. Like, it just rumbles.
It's like your soul, like, leaves your body for a second.
The amount of times that I've gotten so dizzy because I've just yelled so loud is crazy.
Or you yell and you stand up too fast, and then, like, your head is, like, dum-dum.
I know.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, gotta take a couple seconds off and then yell again.
It's so fun, like, getting to, like, watch you experience all these things, like, the same way I felt when I was a freshman, because, like, last year, obviously, we only had Kenise, so, like, only one freshman to kind of go through it with, but, like, all 5 of you, and you're all on such different paths and have, like, different perspectives and personalities. It's so fun to, like, I don't know, live through you guys a little bit.
Yeah,
because you have so much more energy than me, too. So it's like, I'm like, look at little Callie go. It's just,
you know.
It's so fun. What was something, like, unexpected your freshman year that you were not prepared for?
I'm trying to think. Unexpected.
Yeah. Like, whether it be, like, positive or negative. Like, I remember my freshman year, the soreness, like, that hit me like a truck that summer.
Okay, that was one. Because when we were moving in, and then, like, I had always, like, lifted and, you know, done workouts and stuff like that. But then we moved in, and we started lifting, like, a lot. And I remember Coach A, like, sometimes she would, like, have to put down the workouts just because how sore we all were. Like, it was insane because everyone was just working so hard. But I just remember my legs. Like, we would go, like, day 1 and we'd do, like, I don't know, back squat or something. And then we'd get a day off of lift, and then we'd come back and be like, oh my gosh, like, this is the day that I'm so sore and we're lifting. Like, I don't know. It was, it's crazy.
I feel like people, like, we don't put as much attention, obviously, into, like for the media perspective, like, people don't see us in the weight room, but in the summer, like, we move weight. Like, you are, like, our workouts in the summer are truly intense. And, like, the basketball stuff, I'd say basketball in the summer is, like, easier. Like, those practices, because you're learning, you're trying to get your legs back. But, like, those weightlifting sessions in the summer, I literally feel like, you know, when you see, like, football players, like, pushing tires and, like, push, like, that's what I feel like. Me too. I feel like I could literally pick up and, like, run a car a mile, like, with how much we lift. It's insane.
I know. And last year, I missed, like, the running test because of my ankle, and I was hurt. So now I'm like, what?
I hope we don't do
that
it
again.
If anyone was a college athlete or is, the beep test. Dude. It is. I really, really, really hope. Please, it's my senior year. Please don't make me run the beep test.
For real.
That test, it's like the most humbling thing you will ever freaking do. And it's so annoying because, like, I don't even know how the scores work, but, like, you'll run it and you get so exhausted running it, and then you're like, oh God, okay. You get cut because you get, like, 2 mess ups before you get cut. It's basically like a pacer if you don't know what it is. And, like, you'll get cut, whatever, and then, like, 30 seconds later, you're like, God, I could have kept running. Like, it's so frustrating. I hate the beep test.
It's literally so
much.
mental. But we did it. I don't know about you, but we did it so much in middle school.
Really?
Like, we did it every single year, sometimes 2 times a year in PE class.
What the heck?
And that's why I was, like, so surprised when we do it here. I'm like, I thought I got away from it, but nope. It's following me everywhere.
Yeah, it's like the pacer test, but on, like, crack almost.
No, it is,
Yeah, I loved the pacer test.
Like,
it is farther.
And it's not as motivating.
No, and the voice isn't as fun either.
Shoot.
The fitness gram pacer test. Like, it's so nostalgic. And you have to, like, it's so much harder. So you, like, there's a halfway point and you have to make it the first beep and run around it's, like, way too serious. Like, and it's way too technical.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I really, Coach A, if you're watching this, it won't even be Coach A.
Oh, yeah.
Our strength coach is having a baby.
Yeah.
Probably soon, if not already.
Yeah. She better have sent pictures.
Oh my gosh, we got to know her name.
Yes.
Coach A, if you're watching this. Oh, I also never call her Coach A.
Yeah, that was weird.
Coach D. But, yeah, oh my gosh. So, whoever, Rachel, when you're a strength coach, no beep test.
No beep test, please.
No beep test. Bring back 20-yard sprints. Those are the best thing ever. You would love 20-yard sprints. Because it's, well, obviously it's shorter, but it's like a competition.
Ooh.
And we almost play like Love Island when we do it.
Okay, I like that.
It's really fun. You would like it. It's so fun. But, okay, yeah. So, sorry, we got sidetracked.
Anywho.
The conditioning trauma. Okay, so obviously summer we're doing 8-hour weeks, and the lifting is like the hardest portion of that. Once school starts, we move into 20 hours, and that's when it becomes very basketball heavy. So what was it like the first kind of few weeks, first month experiencing that? Because it takes a while to get used to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of basketball and lifting and eating and recovering and just like after the day, you just want to go home and just sleep, you know, and I don't know. I feel like I experienced that a little bit with AAU. Just like you would play like 3 games a day. Right. Like it was just crazy. And then you go home and you'd sleep. But like this was just wild. Yeah. And it definitely took a little bit to get used to. And I feel like I didn't experience it like all the way just because like obviously I wasn't like working out like the whole summer because of my ankle. So I was like, I experienced like the lifting part of it and stuff. But, like, this will be my first year of, like, actually doing summer workouts, and I'm, like, excited. But
it is so much fun in the summer.
I know, and I feel like there's so much energy, and because everything's, like, so new to most of the people coming in, like, it's just fun to have, like, you know, the leaders be teaching you things, and, like, the coaches, like, just reiterating, like, the most important things.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll be fun to just finally get to do it this year.
And go back to the basics. That's my favorite part. And like I love the technicalities of basketball, and we really focus a lot on like individual work in the summer, and I think it's just so fun.
I know.
And that's how like
that part of like basketball, you know.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good, and I'm glad that like we'll have more people at Full Health this year.
I know, me too, because it was like me, Hannah, Aaliyah, and Kenise. We were all out, and it was just like I don't know.
Yeah.
We were the crippled gang. I don't know.
It was sad.
But it's so sad because it's like my first year. I bet Aaliyah thought this too. And you're just like sitting out while like you're watching these workouts and you're like, I just want to be a part, you know?
Yeah.
And so it'll be fun to experience that this year.
Yeah. What was like, so I remember my freshman year just felt like a daze of like trying to learn. Like, and like our offense is a little bit complicated to learn because we run like a read and react, obviously. So it's like you're supposed to know what to do, but also not be predictable. But you can only do certain things. It's like very like you just sometimes want to be like, can I just play basketball? And I remember that's like what it felt like my freshman year, like a combination of trying to incorporate this new system while also trying to be the basketball player that I was. So did you go through like those same kind of like growing pains of being like, what am I doing?
Yes. I mean, like once I got into practices, I was like, I just felt like I was being like thrown into the ocean, you know, like it's just crazy because it's so fast paced. That's the first thing I noticed. So fast paced. Practices are go, 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 and even just like games, like go, 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 transition, this, that. And so I think that was the first thing that was kind of hard for me was, you know, trying to speed up my game.
Yes, 100%.
And then I'd say, I don't know. I mean, the practices, they're just so full of energy, you know, which was so much different than any practice I'd ever been a part of. You know, everyone's just so for each other, and, you know, we're all against the guys and wanting to beat them, and it's so competitive. Like, it was crazy. It was definitely a huge difference for me and a big change.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like the biggest difference is there's a lot less, there's like no stoppage.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, it's a quick rotation. You get a drink when you can. It's like, you know, you're doing so much. Like, I have never seen a practice where you can fit so much into 2 hours. Like, it's crazy. And it's so exhausting yet rewarding, but it's fun. Like, I prefer that to, like, I don't know, sitting around and like
I know, me too.
Doing one drill for 20 minutes. Like everything is like 6 or 8 minutes. It's like bang, 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 bang. And we get so much stuff done, but it's so fun.
And a lot of the stuff that we do is always like incorporated into like scrimmaging, you know, like whether it's half court, full court, you know, a lot of it is just like that fast paced type of stuff. And I think, you know, that's probably just to get everybody conditioned for how we play the game. Yeah. Because we play really fast. So that was definitely different, but I loved it. Like, I love how fast we play.
Me too. It's a lot more. It's fun to watch.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. And you never know what's going to happen.
No, that's what I was going to say. Like, you just never know. Yeah. Like, who's going to, get the shot this time, you know, what we're going to do down here on offense this time. Like, it's just so unpredictable. Yeah.
So, okay, moving into when games start. So, let's see, we played a couple games at home, but then the season really picked up in Cancun, which was so fun. We got to go to Mexico as a team, and that experience in and of itself, like going to Mexico with all your friends, like it was just a blast. And you're like, we stayed at a resort, I think the Hard Rock, and it's like you're in this little miniature town. There's like coffee shops and a gym, and like it's just so fun. So fun. And then obviously we got to play 3 games there as well. So like, what was that first? That was like our first trip, right? Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, what was that first trip kind of like?
Yeah, it was so fun. Like, I think that was my first time out of the country. Yeah, it was. So, like, to go with my teammates, it was super fun. Aww. But I remember, like, you know, like, obviously we play games there, but, like, we do so many other things there too. Like, we get to go to the beach as a team.
Dolphins.
You know, go get dolphins.
I forgot about that. Me too. That was so fun.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. Wait, were you in my group? I feel like you were.
I feel like we were in the same group.
Because we named our dolphin.
Yeah, what did we name it?
It had a really funny name. We named it something so funny. Because it sounded like it's,
you got it.
We named it Don Julio. Which is after tequila. But its name was like, didn't we name it Don Julio? I think so. Yeah, but its name was like something Don something. But we did not name that dolphin, by the way. Yeah. Coach Raina did. Yep. Anyways. But so we got to like, you didn't pick to swim with it.
Did I?
No, because I didn't.
I didn't.
I did not like the idea of putting my life in a dolphin's hands.
No, me either. And they are...
Just thinking about it right now is scaring me. Because I remember being scared for everybody else. I'm like, you don't... Because I swear I was talking to you about this because we were like, you never know when they're going to rebel.
No, you don't. You don't know when they're going to do those little jumpy thingies and if they're going to land on you, if they're going to bite your little toesies. Like, you don't know.
No, and after, like... So they were really good about it. Yeah. Like, they put us in a little line and, like, they swim by you and you just, like... But after, like, touching it for the first time, they're super slippery. I was like, oh, I'm so thankful I did not. Because I'm like, I did not like it. Like, I loved it. Yeah. It was so fun. But, like, it took me a few pets to be like, okay, it's okay. Because you would not expect their skin to, like... It was, like, slick.
Yeah. The part that I liked the best was when we were all standing in line and the guy would have him... do tricks.
Oh,
like, wave at you or...
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
It kissed us.
Oh, yeah. That was okay. That was really freaking scary. That one was almost, like, really the end for me. Yeah. Because I, like... I just have a weird thing with, like... Yeah. Just large animals. Yeah. And, like, similar to how I am with mascots. But, like, when you can see its teeth and it has, like, a bajillion teeth.
Oh, it does.
And its little mouth was on my cheek. I remember. And its head was so heavy. Yes. Oh, my God. I forgot, like, all of these things. I know,
me too. Wow.
I forgot we did that.
And we rode in that huge van.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. It was, like, a double-decker.
That was so fun.
That was a lot of fun. But, yeah. Dolphins was fun. Yeah. But we got to do so many fun things.
So many fun things. And, like, the coffee there, it was just so fun to go to the buffet. And what else did we do there?
Oh, they had, like, hibachi.
Oh.
Which was fun. And
fire.
It was fire.
It was so good.
And, wait, they had pastries, right?
Yes,
because I can remember having, like, pastries.
Yeah. There was, like,
something chocolate.
Uh-huh. I remember this now.
It was like, it almost felt like a fever dream. Yes. Because it felt like we were in, like, everyone had their room and you had your loops and, like, everything was normal like it would be at home. But we were just in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, we would wake up and go tan and then, like, go practice for an hour.
Yeah. What a time that is.
What a freaking time.
There was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You go.
Okay.
What?
So I remember I was with Kylie and we were walking. And we hear this little, like, rattling. Were you with us? I don't remember who else was with us. We hear this rattling because we're walking back from, it was either game or practice, and just going back to our room. And oh my gosh. Oh, a raccoon! I can't do those things.
They were everywhere.
Everywhere. I know. And there was, like, a little hole in some of the walls. Like, I was done. No. I don't do that. It would come and eat the food, like, for room service.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. They were always, okay, so, like, if you've never stayed, I don't know if every Hard Rock is like this, but we were in Riviera Maya.
Yes.
Okay, so, like, the hotel, like, you know how, it was basically a hotel, but, like, with no roof. So, like, all of the, like, the hallways were outdoors.
Yes.
So you would walk out of your room and immediately be outside. Mm-hmm. And so, like, the animals would obviously come, like, into, like, you would hear, like, the plates rattling for room service. And if you, like, were getting back to your room late at night, like, after a game, there's raccoons, like, lifting up the trays, like, they're eating, like, this is their room service. Like, it was like we were staying in their house.
No, it literally was. They were, like, coming to play with us, and I was like, no. No. We're not doing this. It was terrifying.
And there was lizards.
And capybara.
Oh!
They were so cute.
There were capybara.
Stop. And there was this one time I was alone, and I was walking, and
Why were you walking alone?
So, I don't remember. Probably lost Kylie or something.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I was with Sydney, and she lost her and herself, and then I don't know.
I think she's the one that got lost.
Yeah, okay, maybe it was just me. But anyways, so I was just walking, and the snake can't.
Oh, I would have lost my mind.
Literally in the grass, and I was like...
I would have actually lost my mind.
I was so done. At that point, I was like, okay, I love animals, but, like...
To what extent?
Dogs and cats.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about,
horses, piggies.
Yeah.
Nothing reptilian.
Iowa animals. Yeah. They're great.
Deer, super cute. Snakes.
So cute. Nope.
Lizards. I can do... You know I used to have a pet raccoon.
Yes.
This is my favorite story.
Stop. The picture is crazy.
You didn't know this? Okay. I will give a picture to Whit so she can put it on the screen. I used to have... Okay, this is like... I always use this and, like, tell the freshmen at the beginning of the year, like, a two truths, one lie type thing, or, like, a fun fact no one could ever guess about me. I always say I used to have a pet raccoon. His name was Brownie. He's so cute, but you can...
That's just insane to me.
I know, so I love raccoons.
Yeah.
So much, and they're so cute. And so does Tegan. Me and Tegan bonded over that.
Yeah, Tegan does. Wait, I think Tegan was walking with us too, maybe Ava or something, and she was trying to save it. I was like, no, Tegan, get over here. She was trying to pet it.
Wait, I remember because there was videos of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like trying to like go get it. I'm like, girl, it's gonna give you rabies. Like, stop.
Girl,
no.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. Okay, also,
yes.
Cancun.
Cancun.
Lucy. Her knee. Okay, where were you? Like, tell me the story from your perspective, because from my perspective,
were you on the other side of the court?
I was on the other side shooting back towards everything.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it got so quiet. I literally had no idea what happened. Like, I was like...
Yeah.
I mean, someone could have told me that, like, Harry Styles walked in, and I would have had to believe him, because I literally did not know what happened.
Like, I was just shooting around and everything, and here comes Lucy. She drops her ball. You know, she sprints out like the joyous self she is, just smiling.
She runs, running everywhere.
Here she goes. And then all of a sudden, bang, she just falls on the floor. I'm like, still shooting. And I look over, I'm like, oh, it's just Lucy. She fell, she's laughing, whatever. She gets up, she's like, yay, you know, woohoo. Runs out the door. Okay. Then, like, a couple minutes later, go by, blah, blah, we're still shooting. She comes in the gym. And I think it was Aaliyah who noticed it, maybe. Looks over and is like, Lucy. Like, is, like, staring at her and looking at her knee. It's like, your knee. And Lucy, like, Lucy said, no, that is wrong. Lucy said in the bathroom she noticed, like, there was blood dripping down, but she didn't think it was that bad.
Because so after Lucy fell, she went to the, like, she was running to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So she, like, pulled her pants down as you do, and, like, I'm assuming that it probably covered up her knee, like her shorts, but there's blood running down her leg. But she said that, like, she literally didn't feel anything.
No,
And mind you, like, if we could show you guys a picture of what this looked like, we would, but I think we would get probably arrested.
Yep.
Fresh Tawk would be no longer.
Yeah.
They would get rid of Taco-Bout Network. Like, they would burn down the studio if we showed you a picture. Yeah. But to put into your mind, like, I'm not kidding. I was holding Lucy's hand right before they started stitching her. half because I wanted to be there for my teammate, but the other half because I love gross medical stuff. Like, so much. I was like, it was like a gold mine. But I literally saw Lucy's, like, actual kneecap, like, her literal bone on her kneecap. Like, it split through
my God.
every single layer of skin. Like, I swear to the Lord himself, like, I literally saw her kneecap. It was insane.
Yeah. And literally we're practicing while she's, like, starting a surgery.
Yeah. And
like,
thank
they're, like,
God.
prepping her.
Yeah. So we had... Pisu Beckwith is a big donor for us, and she was a doctor before she retired. We had our team doctor with us and her husband, who's also a doctor.
Boom.
So we were, like, locked and loaded. We had everybody we needed. Yeah. But they literally, like, a massage table that I think the University of Wisconsin gave us. Yeah. And, like, iPhone flashlights, and they stitched her knee back up. They had to do, like, stitches on the inside of her knee. Because I'm not kidding when I tell you guys, I saw her kneecap. So they had to, like, basically stitch together all layers of her being.
So gross.
But it was like, I just remember, like, everything went quiet, and I'm like, I turned and I'm like, what the heck? And then I saw Lucy sitting down. Yeah. Obviously, like, she was smiling at the time.
Yeah, she wasn't even, like, crying.
I was creepy. If I saw that, Callie, like, I would have probably fainted on my own body.
Oh, yeah.
But she was, like, she was kind of giggling.
She was.
For, like, a while before, like, you know, it started to set in, like, hey, bud. Hey, bud, we can see your skeleton.
So, yeah.
Yeah, like, this is not good.
I know.
But I remember just seeing it and being like, oh my God. Like,
gross.
It was gross.
Okay, wait, and did she get, like, medicine to numb, like, her knee?
Yes, yeah. Okay. That's what I was there for. Okay. They didn't let me watch the stitching. I had to go practice. Oh. But, yeah, and it was gross because, like, if you've ever seen anyone get injected with anything, like, your skin... Like, it fills your skin. I, like, love this stuff so much. So, yeah. Anyways, but, like, so it's not pleasant, but I was, like...
You were, like, intrigued.
Yeah. You know, like, when you see a gold chest in Fortnite?
Okay, wait. Yes?
That's basically what I was like.
Or a llama. Oh, my gosh. Love those things.
Or a llama. That's literally what I was like.
Play Fortnite later, period.
Yeah. Wait, okay. You know you can get it on your phone?
What?
Yes, it's in the App Store again.
Girl, no way.
I swear.
Did you hear? Okay, the reason they took that down was because Fortnite wasn't paying the store, like, correctly, because people were like, I don't know, a certain percentage is supposed to go to the App Store with, like, apps, and Fortnite was like, boom, no, we're not doing that. So they took it off. Like,
dang, so they must have paid him back.
Yeah.
Because it's in there.
I think so. Oh my God.
I was playing all day yesterday.
Girl, I will be gaming all today on my phone. That is such great news.
It's amazing.
Wow. Okay, so happy.
But, okay, so to round off the Lucy thing, that was insane. And she literally started practicing and shooting around not but a day later. Yeah. With a bajillion stitches in her knee. She's insane.
I'm pretty sure she thought she was going to play.
Oh, I thought we were going to have to, like, seriously sedate her. Yeah, me to get her to not play. She, like, she was refusing.
No, yeah, she put on a knee pad and she's like, all right.
Yeah, she's like, I'm good. Like, she was running transition 2 days later.
Yeah, no, she was.
She's
like,
insane.
Okay, Lucy, let's take a little chill pill. Just go by the ocean for a little bit.
Calm down. Okay, so Cancun was so much fun.
So fun.
And then we did our trip to New York City, which unfortunately was our first loss to the University of Tennessee, but such a good game. God, that was so much fun.
Wow, so fun.
And New York City was the best. We got to go see Hell's Kitchen.
That was fun.
On Broadway, which is so fun. I love New York City, like, with a passion. Like, it is I could never live there. It's way too fast, but it's so fun to visit. Yeah. Was that your first time?
Yes, it was my first time. And
what'd you think?
It was so, like, I don't
surreal.
know. It was, like, I don't even know. It was so cool. Like,
it's so cool.
It's so fast-paced. Everyone's walking around. Everyone's yelling. And I'm just, like, this little girl, like, trying to get around. I'm like, oh, where's my team? You know, like, just, like, trying to get around. But it was such a cool experience. Yeah. Like, so cool.
And I can't remember where. I think we, like, did our practice in Brooklyn, maybe. I think it was called Pier 51.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Pier 51 Sports, I believe, if I'm wrong. Whatever. Yeah. But it was, like, on the water. Like, it was beautiful. It was, like, the nicest gym ever, and it was just like really in the middle of like nowhere in Brooklyn. It was so cool. But like the whole experience, and like obviously that game was sponsored by Ally, like the gifting suite. That was your guys' like first real experience. Obviously, like we've been so lucky enough to advance so far in like the past few years that I'm like a spoiled brat nowadays, so I'm used to like all these things, but that gifting suite was like elite.
It was
like we got diamond earrings.
They literally did our makeup.
They did our makeup. We got like this is super nice carry-on, like all these personalized things. The perfume, which is amazing, by the way. Beautiful Magnolia.
I only wear it for special occasions because I love it so much.
Mine almost out. I left it at my mom's house because I can't keep using it.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably expensive, so I'm not going to buy it. But anyways, but that was like your first real, like, this is the top of the top.
It's going to be like all the time. Okay.
Yeah, period.
Okay, cool.
But it was so much fun. Like, New York is so fun. And we get to go back this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have to play UConn.
That's going to be such a fun
It's going to be fun.
Oh, my gosh. I wonder what, like, because I'd never been to a show before like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that was my first time, too. And it was so good.
It was so good.
Like, wow.
Yeah. And I forgot about this until now, but we had so many plane problems.
Oh, yes.
Getting there.
Yes.
And so we ended up not being super late to the show. I think we only missed like a few scenes, but we saw the majority of it. It was I was not expecting to like it as much as I did.
No,
same. So good.
And I thought it was so cool how they literally let us in when we're like 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
They're like,
because normally I don't think they do that.
Yeah, they don't. They're like, okay, I women's basketball, let's go. Like, blah,
yeah, blah. They were like, no phones. Like, everyone had to be super quiet, but it was really worth it.
I was so excited.
It was so much fun.
I got a Shirley Temple there too, so that was good.
Oh, I did too.
That was so good.
Oh yeah, because I got so many souvenirs. I brought home the cup.
I love souvenirs.
Yeah, and we did get to like also walk around for like an hour or so.
Yeah, that was fun.
And it was Christmas time.
Yeah.
So like the tree was up, and I feel like it was freezing, but New York is just so pretty in the winter.
I got like a Hershey's like
hot chocolate.
Bomb. I will be getting you next. And when are we going?
December again. Mm-hmm.
December. Okay.
It'll be perfect. Yeah, it was also life-saving because it was freezing. I'm not gonna lie.
It was like,
but it was such a blast.
It was so fun.
Yeah. Okay, so after Tennessee, we should have won that game.
I know, we were so close.
So frustrating.
I know.
So frustrating. But we come back home and we play Iowa State. I have the date right here. Oh, wait, we might have played Iowa State before we played Tennessee. Yeah, anyways.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Doesn't matter. December 11th, 2024.
That was
Iowa versus Iowa State. And I feel like it is such a different experience for girls from Iowa.
Yeah.
Like, this is the game. Like, every year people ask me, what are you looking forward to? Iowa State.
Yes. Okay. Literally.
So what was it like? And it was a really good game this year. Like, it was touch and go. It's always a really good game.
Yes.
But how did you feel?
I just remember, like, oh my goodness. Like, this is literally
the rush.
It's the game that you're waiting for to play. And, you know, because you choose Iowa over Iowa State.
Right.
And so you're there and you're like, all right, we got to beat them. Like, you're telling all your out-of-state friends, like, guys, this is it.
Yeah.
Like, we have to beat them.
It's like the one game, like, I tell all of my friends, I'm like, if we lose to Iowa State, you will never hear from me again. Like, I'm going off internet, off socials, off the grid. Like, it means so much.
It does. And, I just remember it was a super close game. And I don't know, we just had some really big buckets. Lucy played great. Hannah played great, like guarding Audie. That was awesome.
Her defense was amazing. And our offense, like, it was the first game where we were like, oh yeah, like we've got something. Like, Taylor Stremlow played amazing. Lucy was hooping.
She was
hooping. It was ridiculous.
Hooping. Yes.
And I just remember, like, after the game, that, like, you ride that high as long as you can.
You
like, it was so much fun. We had the towels, and, like, we have a relief picture after the game. Like, we were just so lit. It was so much fun.
Me too. And that was just, like, the first step to, like, a Hawkeye State, you know? And then, you know, you have, like, 2 other games to play. But, like, getting that Iowa State one is, like, a big You're like momentum.
Yeah.
The team, so.
It was so much fun. And we did end up winning the state championship.
I mean, I guess.
Beat Iowa State, UNI, and Drake.
You know.
Hard work. The Drake game was also a tough one.
Game.
Yeah.
Tough game.
Katie Dinneweir played so amazing.
She did.
Golly.
It's always hard to play there, I feel like.
It is.
I mean, like, that was my first time, obviously, but, like, I just heard, like, you know, it's, like, kind of, like, pretty close.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like, it's a very nice gym, so I don't mean this in a bad way, but it feels like a high school gym.
Yeah. No,
and
like,
so,
your gym, literally, like, I mean, your gym's probably a little bit smaller, but, like,
it does feel like Johnston.
It feels like that, you know?
Yeah. But that is a very tough environment to play in.
So tough.
But,
so tough.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It was fun.
Okay, jumping forward a little bit to February 2nd, which was Caitlin's jersey retirement in our USC game.
Yes.
What a day.
Wow, that was crazy.
What a day.
What a day.
I mean, I just remember, like, the whole day was like a blur, and I had like the worst headache, but I was having the most fun. Like it was such an emotional day for so many reasons. That was like the first. Iowa State is obviously a big game, but once you start in with conference, it gets the shift is just a little bit different. So walk me through how that game felt for you.
I mean, it's such a big game because that team, what were they even ranked?
I think they were number.
Were they 3?
Let me see if it says. No, it doesn't say.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, they were top
like
3. Right?
Yeah, they were top 3.
Top 3, I think. And so for us, you know, we had a lot of momentum coming into this game, and we all believed that we could do it, which was so cool. Like literally, our circle believed we could do it, so it didn't matter what other people thought.
And I felt like it was like not very stressful. Like our coaches did such a good job that week of telling us like, just be you, like feed off of the energy, like. Play Iowa basketball and it'll be great, basically.
And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
And people were just playing their butts off. Like, it was awesome. We played hard. We played together. Our defense was awesome.
Kylie was amazing.
Okay, Kylie, queen of charges, go off. Literally go off. It's just fun.
Yeah.
And then after, like, having them, like, the student section storm the court. Like,
that was insane.
I was like, okay, what is happening? All of a sudden, like, Coach J's dancing with this guy. I'm like, what? Where did he come from?
I remember, like, I was like, wait. I'm like, who are these people and where did they come from? But it was so fun.
So fun.
And I think we have so many funny pictures. Like, that's how I can remember games. But I think that's the game where me, you, and AJ are holding hands like this, like...
That was the start of holding hands.
Yes. Yeah. I have so many superstitions that I have on the bench, and one is when it gets like super close like that. I think we talked about this maybe last time, but like I have to be like touching. So either I'll like grab your guys' feet or like hold hands. We started it, I think the USC game started it.
I think so.
And we did it like every close game because we were like, if we do this, we're going to win because we beat USC when we did it.
Absolutely.
And so it was like our superstition throughout the whole year. But oh my gosh, that was so fun. And then obviously Caitlin's jersey got retired, which was like
such a cool moment.
Yeah.
Like to be a part of.
Especially. And like, oh my gosh, it was so emotional. Like the video. Oh.
Wow. That was so cool how so many people are that invested to like send such a genuine message to her.
Yeah. It was so sweet. And like, obviously seeing her get emotional, I'm like a crybaby at all times. Literally, if anyone like says anything somewhat sad, I'm like, but like seeing her get emotional and like, I don't know, it was just such a cool day. And I think too, like the emotion of that game, like I remember after that game, my parents were like, oh, do you want to, I was like, I think I'm just going to go home. Yeah. Like, I was like, literally sat down in my apartment. I'm like, whew.
Yeah, it takes a toll on you, like, because you were just in such like a historic moment.
Yeah, like time. It's like, it feels so high stakes. You're like,
I know, like, it does. Oof. It really does. And I thought it was cool that the USC team, like, they watched it too. Yeah, because it's that big really of a moment, you know, because everyone knew it was going to happen. And just so cool for her.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, what a day.
What a day.
Okay, keeping on our run of California schools, which I'm really excited because we get to go to California this year.
Cali.
It's going to be so fun. We're literally going to go like New York, California. We're going to do the whole 9. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so fun.
But we had a really good game against UCLA. Unfortunately, we lost by 2.
Yes. All I can remember from that game is stress.
Yes.
Stress. I was
so
just like,
stressful.
Oh my gosh, we were playing so good. And
but we could never like.
Well, we came back, didn't we?
You did. But we could never get like.
I know.
In the clear. Yes. So every time it was like, you're trying to get a, like the lawnmower, it's like, and we were just like, like, I think all the time I can just like remember us being like, if this doesn't happen, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And us being like, just like so freaking stressed all the time.
Yes. And then like, when Lucy had to make those free throws.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, that is insane that you made those free throws.
Yes.
Because it was so quiet in there, but then there's that little, like, you know, those UCLA fans were like a little bit. But, like, wow. Like, wow. Go off.
The strength. And, like, this was, let me think, were we on our, we had to have been, like, just got over our little spurt. We had like a 5-game losing spurt. Yeah. And like free throws were a really big emphasis at this time for us because our free throw percentage was in the dumpster. It was so bad. And so it had been something that we had been like stressing in practice. So it's like you have the confidence, you know you're gonna make free throws, but because it's been such an emphasis, it's like
I need to make them.
Yeah, in the back of your head, you're like, oh God, free throws again. Like, so it was a big moment, not just for Lucy, but for all of us. We were like, thank God. And I can just like hear myself being like, Callie, I can't watch. Callie, I can't watch. Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's happening.
Yeah, I'm just like looking in this canteen.
Yeah, she's like, she made one.
All right, say a prayer. Okay.
We are so funny.
So funny.
People would literally crack up if we were mic'd up, like, for a game. They would not believe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding when I tell you. We're, like, full on, like, mom mode down there.
I'm like, I don't even know what I say sometimes.
No, you don't. You are so funny.
I'm like, okay, I commented on AJ's post. It was really funny. But I was like, I averaged probably like 100 what the Johnson and what the poops. Like, so many times am I just like, what the Johnson?
Yeah.
What the poop?
Callie is like, she does like the color commentary. She'll be like, okay guys, I think we just need to reverse it. Yep. And okay baby girl, don't do that. Okay baby girl, so I think you need to pass it. There you go baby girl. Like, literally that is Callie the whole time. She's like, okay, she's gonna shoot. No, she's not. Okay, dribble it, attack it. She's like, I think you can reverse it. Okay baby girl, get back on defense. That's literally like the perfect.
That is so me. That is literally
Callie the whole time. And it's to the point where I'm like, I could sit with my back to the game and know exactly what's happening.
You could.
She's so funny on the bench.
So funny.
Or sometimes she'll be like, okay, I really wish you didn't make that pass, but it's okay. We're going to get it back. And I'm like, okay, girl. She's so like, she goes through all the emotions, and it's like, she makes me feel less insane. Yeah. Because it's like,
because I'm just saying everyone's emotions out loud.
Literally. And like, I remember like my freshman and sophomore year, I was like insane. Like, I was more like you, where I was like every single thing, but I was like the R-rated version. And so she's like, it basically feels like she's taking the thoughts out of my brain and then making it kid friendly. Because like, if I was talking, it'd be like, what the, like, are you, like, everything would be like, bleep, bleep. And she's just like, okay, and we're gonna be okay, and we're just gonna do this, and everything's okay. What the poop? I'm like, it's just so funny.
That is so true. Wow.
Oh my gosh, funny. It's amazing. Okay. B10 Tournament. Your first Big Ten tournament.
That was so fun.
Yes. And in Indianapolis, which was amazing, because I really wish you did get to experience Minnesota, because it truly was like Carver North. Yeah. Like, insane. And so much fun. But Indy was also great.
Yeah, that was cool.
Very near and dear to my heart. I love Indianapolis. But, okay, talk to me about your first Big Ten tournament.
I mean, it was so fun. Like, all I remember was just, like, we had to play so many games. Like, you know, we didn't put ourselves in a great position.
We didn't.
But we all knew that we could get to the end because we knew, like, where we were at, you know? We had so much mo.
Yeah, so much mo.
Shani.
Yeah, we adopted an imaginary friend named Mo, which was short for Momentum.
Exactly.
Keep that mo.
Yeah, exactly. So that was, like, it was cool. We played Wisconsin our first game, which we had just played.
Yes.
So we were kind of like, I don't know, I think everyone was like, oh, we can beat them. We can beat them. But it's just a little weird, like, since we played
because I think
close.
it was like a 3-day.
Yeah.
Like, it was a very quick turnaround.
It was insane.
Yeah.
And then, like, getting in at the end of that game was super fun. Yeah. Because we just, like, we were just balling.
And so it was fun. We got, like, a good chunk of minutes. We did. It was super fun.
It was fun. And then we ended up playing Michigan State, and we got them back.
Yes, because that was our first Big Ten loss of the year and our first loss of the year. So we were like, I don't know. I think the emotions were a little like...
We're like, oh, we have to get them.
Yeah.
Like we can get them.
Like, this one means something to us. Yeah.
So that was so fun.
That game was electric.
And I just remember Ava was just going off.
Ava freaking Hayden. I remember after the game, I literally was like, I just want to stare at you, you beautiful creature. Like,
yes, queen.
I'm like, oh my God. I literally texted her and I'm like, I want you to know, I don't care how much praise you're getting right now. Like, it is not enough. I was like, you won that freaking game for us.
Yeah.
You have no idea how important you were. Like,
no, for real.
I could tell you 1,000 times and it wouldn't be enough.
And she was just such a humble girl.
Oh my God. Yeah.
She's just so humble and so sweet, so down to earth that, like, she needs to be told, girl, you are amazing.
Like, you are her.
You are her,
yes. And I was like, you would have thought it was Superman. She is like flying down and one backflip landing it. Like, I'm like, what the?
I know.
Look at her go.
It was amazing.
Oh my gosh. And it just, every time, like, anyone does anything, especially like my younger girls, like you guys, it makes me like filled with so much pride. So it like, I don't know why. I'm so weird, but I just feel maternal all the time.
It's okay. You're such a mom.
Thank you. Yeah. So, like, you guys are my babies. So anytime you, like, do anything, I'm, like, obviously excited because, like, it's good for our team. But I'm like, look at her go. Like,
I know.
She's thriving. I'm like, she's only 18.
I know. No, facts. Emma literally is so young. She didn't even, when she came in, she was 17 when she got here. 18 yet.
No.
Then, like, girl, go on.
I literally was like, she's 18 and you're like 23. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna go. Like, oh. But so cute. That game was amazing. Yes. But unfortunately,
who did we play next?
Ohio State. Come on now.
Oh yeah,
we had to play 3 games and was it 3 games in 3 days?
Yes.
Yeah, and so that game we just like, I feel like our burner just like kind of died down because unfortunately we didn't get good seating because we had some slip-ups
like
here and there.
In order to win the whole thing, we would have to have played 5 games, right?
Yeah, 5 games in 5 days.
Yeah, which is
impossible.
Like,
impossible. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's possible, but like
it's crazy. Like, you have to be recovery, and you just don't have that much time after your game. Especially we played so late at night, and then like sleep is where you get the most recovery. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how are we gonna recover? Because we get like 6 hours of sleep, gotta wake up in the morning, go do like shoot around.
Stretching.
It's a lot.
And it's also like after a game like that, like it's hard to fall asleep because you're so wired.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know. It was insane. But
it was we had a good run.
It was good. And I think it was good for our confidence too because even we lost to Ohio State by 1 point, which might be worse. Yeah. Like, oh my god, it hurt so bad.
I know, after the game I just felt like we should, you know?
Yeah, like it literally feels like someone took your stomach out and set it on the table. It's like,
for real.
I remember just being like,
what the heck?
Especially because like all I know is winning the Big 10 tournament. Like, we had won it both my freshman and sophomore year, so I was just like, what do you mean we're done? I was like,
I know. You're like, I want to play more though.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't how it works. But it sucks because that was Ohio State's first game. Yeah. Whatever.
Fine.
Whatever. But it was a really good game. And obviously they're a great team. And it was just so tough. And they were so freaking good.
I know.
And I was just like, come on.
I know. They were making everything. I'm like, really?
Oh my gosh. They were.
Really?
Oh, they were cooking. It was so annoying. Yeah. And that's the worst too. It's like one thing if you lose to like ugly basketball because then you're like, you can just be like, what the F? Like, that was just, ugh. But it's another when both teams are playing so good. Oh,
it's harder to
it drives me nuts. But it was a really good game. So that was the end of our Big 10 tournament run. And then Selection Sunday. Your first Selection Sunday.
Yeah, that was so fun. Like, I'd always watch it on TV. And then now I'm like, I'm there. And it was just so cool. Like, to hear your name called. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so chill. No, you can't be chill.
As soon as you see it, it's so hard. Because I remember, like, you know, we're obviously talking in the crowd. And we're like, okay, everybody, like, act like we've done this before. Like, it's not a big deal. But even as soon as I saw it, I was like,
I know, it's like such a big deal. Like, oh my gosh.
And of course, we were like, what, in the last region?
Yeah, I know. I was like, we're gonna go. It's gonna be us. Nope. It's gonna be us.
Literally.
Nope. Like, so many different times.
Yeah, and I was like, I remember, I think I was sitting next to maybe Hannah and AJ.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I would love to go to North Carolina because then Gabby could come. Or, oh, I'd love to go to Notre Dame because then Caitlin could come. I'm like, I'd love to go to all these 5 places. Yeah. We get Oklahoma. I'm like,
okay, so
I don't know anyone in Oklahoma.
Yeah, some country boys. That's about it.
Yeah, right, I'm like, this is the worst. But I actually did like Norman. It was fun. But
it was really fun,
It was. So Selection Sunday. And I think between the Big 10 tournament and Selection Sunday, we had like maybe a week off of like just practices.
Just nice,
just to
recover, get back.
Get back into a flow for sure. And then we go on down to Oklahoma, go on down south. And your family was able to come, right? Yes, I remember seeing your mom and your sisters, correct?
Yes. I think
all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing your older sister.
Yeah.
So and my family, my mom and my sister-in-law were able to come down. And it was so fun. We played our first game against Murray State, which to clarify, that dang video from Selection Sunday of me, that was terrible. But that was a fun game. And I love Hallie Polk. And the Murray State girls were very nice. That was a really fun game.
They're so sweet. And they're so good.
They were really freaking good.
Oh, my goodness.
They were really good.
What was that really taller girl's name?
Left-handed.
Unstoppable.
Amazing. She was a beast.
Beast.
And her shot was really pretty.
And Hallie just played great and just...
That little squirt.
Yeah, she's just so good.
I know. She's like, she's so athletic.
She is. She can jump out of the gym.
I know.
That girl.
But, yeah, she played for our same AAU program, too. But, so we played the first game against Murray State on my birthday.
Yeah, girl.
It was so fun. It was so fun. And let me think. You scored your first points in the Murray State game?
I didn't even know. I literally was like, okay, I'm just going to, go score a little layup, you know? I didn't even think, like, it would be my first points. And then, like, people were telling me after, I was like, what? And then
we got interviewed after the game. Yes. And the guy's like, Callie, how did it feel to score your first points? And she was like, what? I did? She's like, are you sure?
I know. I was so like, confused.
Yes, Callie.
And after that, I was so hype. I was like, let's go. Yes.
It's like, so funny.
I know. It was so funny. It was such a cool moment. To do it in that game, too, was fun because, not like all girls who play college basketball get to go to the NCAA tournament and especially get to play. So that was I was really grateful for, that opportunity to go score.
It was so fun. I can't believe you did not know. I remember, like, when I first got in, I think maybe they were shooting a free throw or something. There was a dead ball situation. Yeah. And I remember just, like, looking at Taylor Stromo. I'm like, let's get Callie her first points. And I remember just being like, because obviously it was my birthday. And so, like, Coach Rita was like, you need to go and shoot a three. And I was like, Callie needs to score first. I'm like, first of all, I'm an old lady now. So, whatever. But I'm like, we got to get Callie her first points. And I was like,
so excited.
Because I remember, like, I think I like gave you a hug, or I was like, let's go. And you were not that hyped.
I know. I was like, wait, why are people hugging me? Why are people cheering so loud on the bench? Like, I watched the video where I scored and people were like up, like, and screaming. Like, and like, I'm like, wait, what? Like,
oh my God.
I just scored, guys. It's okay.
It was so funny.
My first points, I was like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah, because I remember even when I gave you a hug, you were like,
love you.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, what the heck? Like,
hype up. Yeah.
Literally.
So funny.
It was, you're so silly. But that was a really good game. Yeah. And then we played 2 days later.
Yes.
And holy cow.
Oh.
Another just like the tournaments are different.
Yeah,
like it's like you really lock in.
Yes, you do.
And you don't have like the turnaround time is just insane because after that first game, like you're already starting scout for the next game. Because after Murray State, we stayed and watched Oklahoma play, and that was when we first like got a glimpse of that crowd.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're something. They really packed it.
They do.
Our game. Like, it was loud and
so loud, and like they got a really good showing.
No, they really
because there was some like obviously you can see like media bits of other places, but like those Oklahoma fans were
they were there
deep in there, like, and
that was a pretty big gym too.
It was huge.
Yeah,
I think it holds more than Carver. I think I googled it, but it was loud and like it's so hard to play at it away, especially in the NCAA tournament. Another thing that we haven't done for a while, and with the crowd on their side, I was like, oh my gosh, it was so tough. But that game was,
and we just didn't play our best.
No, we didn't.
We weren't making our shots, and
no, it was another like
hard part.
Trying to get the motor started, like it never really got started.
And I was like, every time I'm like, all right, we just scored, we're gonna score again. Like,
go on a run.
Felt this like momentum about to come about, but then like it just wasn't.
And they were playing out of their minds.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, this should be our freaking Olympic team.
I know,
like, seriously.
Wait, you weren't on scout. Who are you?
I know. Like, everyone came in. I'm like, hooping like every three. Boards. Super aggressive and physical. Finishing, like defense, steals. I'm like, you guys are.
It was a really physical game.
It was so physical. And we were just totally not prepared for any of it. We got punched in the mouth and did not get back up, unfortunately.
And you know what? I don't know. I just felt like that was kind of a sad ending to our season.
It was super sad.
It wasn't how we wanted to be portrayed as a team.
Right, yeah.
Because we had come back from so much adversity, and we wanted to end on, like, such a high. Even if we lost, like, we just wanted to play well. Yeah. You know? And that was just not us.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, what I was saying, like, losing ugly basketball is hard.
It is.
Like, you'd rather, obviously lose and try your best, and we did try our best, obviously, but it was super sad, and especially for our seniors, deserved way better than that.
I like usually don't get, I mean, I'm like pretty emotional, but like
Okay, Callie. I usually don't get, let me stop you right there.
Never mind. Let me just back up.
Yeah.
basically, I just made such good friends, like, this year, like, especially with the seniors, too, and, like, it was just so sad because it was like their last game, and, like,
you feel so sick,
for them, you know?
Yeah, there's, like, I don't, obviously, for the fans that, like, watch the games, I'm sure, like, you feel sick, like, when we lose, but, like, it kind of, like, ruins the rest of your year. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
for, like, the next 2 weeks, you're just, like,
in a kind of a, like, a depression.
No, you are.
Because you're, like,
you don't want it to be over.
You don't want it to be over. You're, like, mourning.
Yes.
But then, like, 2 weeks later, we started working out for the next season. So it's, like
you gotta shift your mindset so fast.
And, like, you still see Sydney around, and it's, like, she's there, but she's not there.
I know.
And Lucy gets drafted, and it's, like, you're proud of her, but it's, like, you literally just played together 3 weeks ago.
I know.
It's such a weird feeling.
It is so
and it does
weird.
not get easier. I have cried every single senior night.
Yeah, it's just so hard.
It will never get easier. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to speak next year at mine.
Oh, jeez.
If you guys don't cry for me, I'm going to be really upset.
Oh, girl, I'll be crying. Trust.
I hope so.
So sad.
You guys can all walk with me.
Okay, perfect.
Like little babies. I'll carry you guys in my arms like this. One of you can, like, sit on my shoulders or something.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad.
Yeah, but it sucked. But I think, I don't know, there was a lot of people, like, in the beginning of the season. We talked a lot as a team about, like, you know, how important valuing, like, just our circle is, because there's so much media focus, especially Caitlin obviously brought so much attention to our team, which I'm so grateful for. Obviously, like, I love Caitlin. I will never say anything bad about her. Besides, she's weird. But, like, she brought so much attention to our team, and obviously as she moved on, like, people were like, you know, like, your chopped liver, basically.
Next, you know, like,
and that was our whole thing. And I think we did a really good job last year of being like, you know, we're not just gonna drown. Like, you know, we got something, like, left in our tank. And I think next year is gonna be even better.
I think so too. It's so cool how, like, the fans, like, fall in love every single year with new people, new everything. And I think that it just shows, like, how our team is, you know, just works together, and our culture is so great.
And we're just so lovable. And our fans are ever loyal. Like, wow, they ride hard for you. Like, seriously,
they will stand up for you out
there.
They
will. They 100% will. But okay, next year.
Oh my god.
Callie's sophomore year, my senior year.
Wow. It's like crazy. So soon. When did we move in the freshmen? Like
June 15th, dude. Which is
Jada, I was just moving in. What?
Yeah, I know. I was just hanging your clothes up in your closet.
Wow, it goes by so fast. I was just riding my moped over there.
You were.
Beep, beep.
It's insane.
I can't believe that.
Beep, beep. You're so cute.
It's going to be, like, so surreal. It's so fun.
Yeah, because you're, like, it's so different. I remember multiple times throughout the year, like, obviously giving my advice to you guys and being like, freshman year, make it through freshman year. Like, every single negative thought you have, just save it. Make it through freshman year. Like, your sophomore year, I'm so excited for you because it is such a jump in everything. I'm so excited for it. It's insane the difference it makes. Like, it's going to be amazing.
You know, obviously I have a lot of learning and growing to do still, but I feel like I have a better understanding, and that's going to help me a lot just because, I don't know, I just felt like I was just confused a lot. And it's not even the coach's fault or anything. It's just like you have to learn.
There's so much.
You have to grow, and that's just part of it. And you just
that freshman year is like you feel so lost. Like you're going through all the emotions. It's so much change, and then sophomore year, like shoot, you can handle anything. You're like I've done this before. Now it's just about building on it. And I'm so excited for you guys. It's going to be so fun.
I know.
And we have Addie, Layla, Journey, Chit Chat, and Emily. Oh my gosh, 5 new again. Wow. Holy cow.
Here we go.
It's going to be a long summer.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, our team was so new last year, and now it's new again.
It's new again.
Like,
crazy. That's craziness.
I know. But I think it's going to be so fun to get everyone together.
It's going to be so fun.
Because, like, I met Emily, and I met Chit Chat, and, you know, I met all the new freshmen incoming, but, like, I haven't, like, met them all together.
And, like, seen everyone's true personality.
Yes.
Because you're very different on your visit than you are, like, with your girls.
I was very, like, I was, like...
shy.
Yeah. I I was pretty shy. I'm not gonna lie.
And you are not a shy person.
No. And I'm like, now that I'm here and like I met all you guys and stuff, and you just feel more comfortable like yourself.
It's gonna be so good. I have not yet met Emily, but I'm so excited to meet her. But seriously, all the Hawk fans that are watching this, you guys are going to love all the freshmen.
Yes,
I
love.
Obviously, we already know not just freshmen, but the transfers as well. Mm-hmm. We know the incoming freshmen pretty well, but like you guys are gonna love chit chat. Emily is going to be great. Obviously, we recruit great people. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited,
it's going to be good.
Too.
Next year is
really
like
fun year.
Yeah.
And I just think that we can build on what we did last year and keep going with it.
It's going to be so good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you have anything else?
No, I don't think I do.
No final words?
I'm just really excited for this coming year. I'm excited to see everyone again. Like, I've been away from my friends for so long.
Dude.
It's only been like 2 weeks.
I literally Tegan is going to be so uncomfortable when I see her next. I'm not letting her go. I'm going to hug her for 45 minutes.
That's so funny.
I love that little cat.
She is so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, do you know she got her wisdom teeth out?
She did?
She sent me a picture and I was like, Huh? What happened?
Oh my god, I miss Kenise. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
Stop it. I'm excited to hear about Taylor's little adventure this summer.
I feel like our first day of practice should probably just be like a chit chat.
I agree. So
like catch up.
Just coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee and chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of practicing.
Yeah.
I'll run that by Coach Day. See what she
cool.
thinks. Yeah.
Cool. So down.
So down. Okay, my lovely. Well, thank you for coming to hang out with me and being on my podcast again. I'm so glad I got to see you.
I know, me too.
Oh, thank you so much. Love you so much.
Love you, girl.
Yay!
Woo!